purple dunes ignite chaotic magic. At sunset, when purple sands transformed into a surreal canvas, the worm licker and the washcloth keeper stood bold against chaos. Their determined stance met the whore's wicked incantations, a dark ritual sealed with blood and unholy pacts with a horned devil. With each thunderous blow, magic twisted reality. Devil sneezed vibrant violets while the whore transformed into a flock of sheep, scattering rainbow manure across the battlefield. Then, a dashing god descended, altering fate with divine spells. With a provocative curse, a wicked god declared, anyone misusing profanity shall be transformed into a sheep and fucked by a rainbow. In this chaotic, absurd world, guardians and miscreants forge a bizarre balance, where surreal battles yield unexpected order. Now witness the riveting dance of fate, absurdity, and divine irony.
Devil sneezed violets, chaos erupted. 1 year has passed since that surreal event, and the world still trembles in absurd disbelief. The worm licker, son of a wicked god, and the enigmatic multi-channel washcloth keeper face brutal conflict as an army of lowbrow assholes descends. Bullets whistle past and bombs shatter the silence, fusing myth with dark, relentless humor. A bizarre dance of violence and supernatural mystery unfolds amid surreal, explosive clashes. Each battle crackles with dangerous satire and ancient magic. In this twisted realm, survival becomes an art of fierce defiance and irreverent laughter. The chaos continues, unyielding and wild. Embrace the madness and witness the absurdity. Amid the surreal battleground, every moment pulses with electrifying tension and dark irony, inviting you to dive deeper into this unforgettable, mythic saga. Defy fate with laughter. Devastation redefined. In a surreal theater of war, the worm licker As chaos mounts, the multi-channel guardian of the washcloths emerges. With grotesque dark humor. In this bizarre realm, power becomes a grotesque spectacle and authority an absurd force that witness this shocking parade of chaos. Epic absurdity awaits. In the aftermath of a chaotic battle, two unconventional heroes stand determined. The worm licker, dust still clinging to his skin, praises the stalwart washcloth keeper with a gruff, "Good job, old man." Yet their celebration is short-lived. Rumors whisper that the great asshole of the universe, a merciless anal fucker, will unleash even more henchmen. With trembling washcloths and steely resolve, they plot a daring mission. Their goal, the sacred cleansing brush hidden deep within the notorious Shitty Caves, guarded by a fearsome, three-headed hemorrhoidal dragon. Adventure, danger, and irreverent humor mingle, propelling these brave misfits onwards. Join the wild, unruly quest today. Every step pulses with chaotic energy and satirical wit, as the duo defies cosmic odds. Their journey is a riot of twists and uproarious challenges. Embrace the madness. Will absurd heroes defy destiny? In a realm of myth and satire, two legendary misfits, the worm licker and the washcloth keeper, embark on an epic quest. Born of absurd folklore, their names echo from ancient tablets, promising comedic courage. Their mission, to find the sacred brush, a mystical talisman capable of averting an impending doom, ominously known as the coming shit. Racing through surreal landscapes, our heroes confront bizarre challenges, battling absurdity at every turn. Tension mounts as fate and whimsy collide, testing their resolve. At the heart of this raucous adventure, satire merges with myth to transform peril into uproarious triumph. In an ironic twist, the sacred brush reveals its true power, laughter. Embrace absurdity. Adventure awaits. Their journey is a whirlwind of daring humor, forging timeless legends that defy fate and kindle hope. Reckon you can survive this stench? Ahead of the washcloth keeper and the worm licker, betrayal and danger loomed like a cursed shadow. Their bizarre journey kicked off on a repulsive trail strewn with dried poop and torn toilet paper scraps. The air was so thick with foul humor that it felt like you could slice it with a knife and dig out the filth beneath your skin. The worm licker, unfazed and grinning with dark satisfaction, inhaled deeply as the washcloth keeper desperately shielded his face. Every grotesque step revealed new horrors and unexpected resilience, blending repulsion with a strangely defiant spirit. In this surreal dance of danger and decay, they proved that even in the foulest conditions, humor finds a way. Embrace the absurd, dark humor ultimately triumphs over decay, despair, and chaos. Ever witnessed horror born from decay? At the edge of the shitty caves, a monstrous chasm gapes open, its entrance framed by a repulsive ring of rotting, decaying forms. Disgust and dread mix as gurgling and squelching sounds pierce the silence, echoing like a painful, unnatural birth. Every step towards this grim abyss escalates the terror, as if the cave itself is mocking your fascination. The unsettling beat of horror pulses with a touch of dark humor, inviting you to confront the grotesque and absurd. In the depths of revulsion, a twisted beauty emerges, reminding us that even in decay, there is an eerie allure that captivates the soul.
Storybox Audio.
Embracing this surreal nightmare, you witness decay morph into a grim masterpiece, an invitation to confront terror, find dark beauty, and shatter expectations tonight, boldly. Brace yourself for surreal absurdity. In a distorted fantasy realm, two eccentric heroes appear, the quirky worm licker, armed with a sword forged from petrified mammoth remains.
Storybox Audio.
And the enigmatic washcloth keeper, whose tentacles spread with confident flair. The worm licker challenges his comrade. Well, trustee, are you ready to meet the hemorrhoidal dragon? Tension and laughter intertwine as the bizarre confrontation unfolds. With a spirited grin, the washcloth keeper replies, I was born ready, sealing their absurd destiny. Together, they march toward a mythical foe in a quest that defies every traditional fantasy trope. Embrace this surreal adventure where humor reigns and the unexpected awaits in every whimsical moment. Every absurd step pulses with wild humor, unsettling yet delightfully infectious. Their journey shatters expectations, inviting you to revel in unfettered, absolutely mesmerizing fantasy. Is brute strength doomed? In the heat of battle, raw power meets its match. As Pope Chidal Mokalak declares, brute force alone is not enough. Before us stands the hemorrhoidal dragon, a cunning, insidious adversary that exploits our basest instincts. Each swing of might falters against its deceptive, strategic maneuvers. Fear and tension ripple as the mythical beast reveals its tactics, leaving strength unfulfilled. With resolute clarity, our guide insists that wisdom and strategy overpower sheer force. In this legendary clash, the lesson resonates: muscle cannot outsmart mind. Embrace the call to think deeper and act smarter. Let this myth inspire your inner tactician, reminding us always to choose strategy over mere strength. Remember, the true battle is won with the mind's cunning and foresight. Let wisdom be your ultimate weapon. Forge lasting victories. Dare you face liquid despair? A group enters a pitch-black cave, where only faint light trickles through ancient cracks. Shadows embrace mysterious walls as every step echoes uncertainty. Suddenly, they confront a grotesque river of filth, a repulsive barrier that defies logic. The washcloth supervisor, clutching his prized cloth, asks, "What are we going to do, Lizatel?" His voice trembles with both panic and peculiar humor. "Swimming is not an option, my washcloths will absorb this filth forever." In that surreal moment, dread mingles with absurdity, as courage and comedy intertwine. United in their resolve, they press onward into a realm where horror meets hilarity. Embrace the chaos, explore the abyss and laugh. Every heartbeat echoes anticipation as the group bravely transforms terror into unexpected adventure and eerie, comic triumph beyond all reason. Dare to raft on filth and absurdity? The worm licker scratched his chin and declared, "I have an idea, we will build a raft." Grotesque materials clutched in his hand, he pulled a massive dried remnant from his bottomless pocket. With trustees' washcloths, the unlikely crew pieced together a flimsy vessel amid hesitant chuckles and dark resolve. Each crude nail and splotchy seam resonated with desperate creativity. They climbed aboard the unsteady raft, setting forth onto a river of excrement, brushing aside doubts and fate's foreboding whispers. As the bizarre journey advanced, odd humor mingled with grim determination. In this surreal voyage, absurdity met resourcefulness, leaving us to ponder life's twisted inventiveness. Embrace the unexpected absurd. Through laughter and loathing, their path defied expectation as the river of excrement revealed life's dark hilarity. Filth fuels an absurd, perilous quest. A clumsy raft drifts along a muddy river, setting the stage for a surreal adventure. Grotesque traps of used condoms and labyrinths of grimy underpants challenge brave souls. Along the stinking course, the fearless worm licker revels in the foul odor while the weary washcloth keeper battles nausea, desperately shielding his senses. The journey escalates as our heroes confront a monstrous hemorrhoidal dragon, its fury rivaling legends. With rage burning in its eyes, the beast protects the sacred cleansing brush, a symbol of ironic purity amid the chaos. In a climactic showdown, absurdity meets defiant humor, merging dark despair with unexpected courage. Embrace this repulsive odyssey, and let laughter conquer the grotesque. Dive deeper into absurdity, witness chaos transform into unexpected, triumphant hilarity today without hesitation. Can you survive the monstrous hand? In murky, churning waters, a diseased giant hand, pitted with warts and oozing ulcers, erupts from the depths, shattering the fragile calm. A solitary figure clings desperately to a fragile raft, struggling to overturn fate. Waves crash around as terror and adrenaline intertwine, intensifying every heartbeat. Then, amid the swirling chaos, a figure known as the worm licker appears, his eyes wild with lunacy. He shouts, "Hold on, Guardian," before forcefully plunging a grotesque sword, forged from petrified mammoth remains, into his own arm. In this surreal nightmare of horror and dark humor, every moment teeters on the edge of madness, leaving you to question the very meaning of survival. The surreal terror grips your soul, blurring reality with each pulse of dark absurdity. Embrace the inevitable chaos. Dark waters hide unspeakable terror. A searing cry echoes as a desperate hand, burned by pain, loses its grip on the fragile raft. The dark waters ripple ominously, and from their depths emerges a grotesque visage. Rotten teeth and bulging eyes stare into your soul as the shit monster, a formidable henchman of the hemorrhoidal dragon, surfaces. With a snarl that chills the marrow, it growls, "You will not pass." The air trembles with dread and suspense while human frailty confronts pure, supernatural horror. In that lingering moment of terror, every second resonates with impending doom. The confrontation remains unresolved, leaving hearts pounding and eyes wide with fearful anticipation. In endless night, man and monster collide, forming a tableau of horror that haunts every heartbeat. Shadows whisper, daring you confront your fears. Embrace the absurd, power meets decay. Amid a surreal battleground, the washcloth trustee emerges, armed with bizarre tentacles. He extends his cloth-like arms to seize a repulsive foe, the shit monster, whose rotting energy pulses with defiance. As Govnomonster struggles in vain, the trustee's relentless washcloths pump and drain the beast's corrupted essence. With every squeeze, the monstrous form weakens until it dissolves into a shapeless, slimy mass, surrendering to inevitable decay. In this extraordinary clash, decay and valor collide, transforming repulsion into a strange kind of triumph. Witness a world where unconventional heroism conquers loathsome forces, proving that even in darkness, absurd power prevails. Embrace transformation, be odd, and remember, valor can emerge from the unlikeliest source. In this surreal victory, chaos seeds unexpected rebirth, urging us to cherish resilience amid decay now. Ever witnessed a surreal rescue? In a vibrant, offbeat world, our unexpected hero, the worm licker, expresses heartfelt gratitude to the enigmatic guardian after a daring rescue amid chaotic, quirk-filled scenery. With sword clattering to the ground, Worm Licker exclaims, "Thank you, Guardian, you saved us." As mystic tensions rise, the modest washcloth supervisor unravels hints of future adventures while wringing out his ever-present washcloth. This unlikely trio blends surreal humor with genuine heroism, uniting absurdity and wonder. Adventure beckons beyond each twist, inviting us to explore bizarre surprises that lie ahead. Embrace the unexpected, and prepare for more curious escapades. Unfolding with both humor and heart, this surreal odyssey reminds us that even in the strangest moments, kindness ignites hope and promises a future filled with delightful surprises. Step boldly into your adventure. Repulsive river, dare to plunge in? Along a river of shit they tread, entering a surreal maze of filthy underpants hanging like cursed laundry. Oddly, the worm licker grimaced, voicing his disgust. Oh shit, I hate mazes. Yet hope shimmered when the washcloth keeper stepped forward, his tentacles reaching into the chaotic maze with unwavering resolve. Each pair, varying in color, size, and contamination, became a bizarre challenge transformed into an unexpected opportunity. In this grim landscape, absurdity meets perseverance, turning revolting obstacles into a story of resilience. Amid grotesque visuals and dark humor, our unlikely heroes remind us that even in a filth-soaked nightmare, innovative courage lights the way forward. Embrace the absurd, laugh at the grotesque, and dare to find hope where decay reigns supreme. This bizarre journey undeniably inspires dark humor triumph. Underwear in flight defies reality. Our determined traveler braves a surreal labyrinth where falling undergarments and a stifling stench challenge every step. Guided by hope, he discovers the secret path that leads beyond the chaos. With each cautious stride, bizarre obstacles transform into stepping stones on his quest for the sacred scrub brush of purification. Finally, the path opens into a vast, echoing cave where a throne fashioned from toilets awaits. Atop it sits the grotesque hemorrhoidal dragon, a final adversary of absurd proportions. In this epic, whimsical battle, humor clashes with peril, and victory is woven with surreal triumph. Dare to embrace your own absurd odyssey and let your spirit soar through the madness. Adventure awaits beyond the bizarre. Absurdity reigns, reminding us that hope defies even the most ludicrous odds. Intruder. Dare disturb my lair? An enormous three-headed beast emerges from the darkness, each head crowned with grotesque, swollen nodules. Its scales, drenched in pus and blood, glisten malevolently as sickening smoke billows from jagged maws. Amid this horror, a surreal beam of divine light radiates from a glowing cleaning brush clutched in its mighty claws, a bizarre symbol of retribution.
Storyblocks Audio.
With a thunderous roar that echoes menace, the creature declares, "You have dared invade my lair.
Storyblocks Audio.
You shall pay for your insolence." The tension mounts as fear intertwines with dark humor, drawing you into a world where horror meets the absurd. Embrace the terror, for this surreal nightmare marks the twisted edge of divinity. Feel the pulse of dread as divine irony shatters mortal terror, intensifying each moment with grotesque, unyielding fear. Unsheathe your courage, a surreal battle begins. In the trembling heart of a mystical cave, the wormlicker steps forward, sword gleaming, to claim the sacred brush. With determined resolve, he challenges the mighty hemorrhoidal dragon. The monstrous beast roars with defiant laughter, boasting, "I am invincible. Guardian of the fucking caves." Tension and absurdity intertwine as the cave quakes under the dragon's mockery.
Storyblocks.
Suddenly, the washcloth trustee emerges, tentacles extended, urging calm with a practical twist. His words diffuse the vintage fury, blending absurd humor with epic valor. As destinies clash in this audacious quest, laughter meets myth and chaos finds order.
Storyblocks Audio.
Embrace the surreal adventure, follow the legend, dare to dream. Every clash reshapes legends as raw courage meets twisted humor. Feel the thrilling pulse of battle and absurd destiny unfold now. Battle erupts, myth clashes with courage. The fierce wormlicker charges forward, sword gleaming, determined to pierce the dragon's might. With every step, defiant courage burns within him as he faces looming doom. The dragon unleashes savage fury, its claws and teeth tearing through darkness, challenging the warrior's resolve in a dance of fire and fury. Then, the washcloth guardian swoops in, surreal tentacles lashing out to siphon the beast's rampaging energy. In this chaotic melee, bravery and resilience intertwine, igniting an epic clash of power and imagination. Against all odds, these heroes redefine battle. Their valor transforms chaos into legend. Witness the extraordinary courage and unstoppable spirit. In a breathtaking moment, the battlefield roars with magic, as every clash writes a new chapter of myth and wonder that echoes through eternity. Unyielding courage ignites battle. In a realm of myth, the Wormlicker boldly strikes. With a decisive plunge of his sword, he assails the mighty dragon's throat, unleashing agonizing roars. As the beast staggers in pain, suspense mounts. Out of the chaos emerges the enigmatic Sponge Guardian, its tentacles swiftly seizing all three massive heads, leaving the creature gasping for breath. The battlefield trembles with the force of this unexpected alliance, uniting valor and strategy as their coordinated assault shifts the balance of power. In one climactic moment, the dragon convulses violently and finally falls, defeated by their unbreakable bond. Heroes rise when united. Strength transcends fear. In the heat of battle, ancient magic stirs, echoing heroes' resolve to defy fate. This quest shows unity overcomes monstrous odds. Feel valor. Glowing mystery unleashed. In a shadowed ancient cave, the weary Wormlicker staggers forward, heart pounding with resolve. Breathing heavily, it meets the intimidating gaze of a mighty dragon. Tension fills the air as darkness battles with a flicker of hope. With determined pause, the creature unveils the sacred cleansing brush, its luminous glow wielding transformative power. The radiant light overcomes oppressive gloom, revealing intricate carvings and hidden paths on cavern walls. In that charged moment, despair surrenders to a promise of purity. The clash of myth and magic sparks a silent revolution, stirring ancient forces. Embrace the light beyond the darkness. Let wonder guide your journey to renewal. In this epic confrontation, every pulse of light recalls the ancient struggle. Hold fast to your inner fire, and let magic renew your soul. Victory. Yet a darker foe awaits us. In a burst of triumph, the Wormlicker proudly raised the sacred cleansing brush, celebrating their astonishing conquest over the menacing hemorrhoidal dragon. Laughter echoed as the washcloth keeper, clutching his trusty washcloths, reminded everyone that their quest is far from over. Our victory is only the beginning, he declared, eyes gleaming with resolve. Together, our unconventional heroes prepare to wield their mystical tool against the looming threat, the great asshole of the universe. With heart and humor intertwined, their journey continues into a realm of absurd adventure and untold challenges. Embrace the extraordinary, for the saga unfolds now. Join this wild, irreverent quest. Their venture blends quirky humor and fierce resolve, igniting wonder and daring spirit. Watch as laughter and valor guide our path forward now. Can absurd heroes cleanse our doomed world? Emerging from the grim shitty caves, two fearless figures, a Wormlicker and a multi-channel washcloth steward, grasp the sacred cleansing brush. They leave decay behind, stepping into a destiny of epic absurdity. With each determined stride, they confront a looming apocalypse, the ominous, circulating shit that threatens to engulf all. As dark chaos gathers, the heroes display both irreverent humor and resolute valor. Their defiant quest transforms grim origins into a luminous promise of renewal. With comic courage and unyielding belief, they charge into the final battle. No force can deter these unconventional legends, because they wouldn't back down until victory. Witness their journey as humor and heroism merge into an unforgettable clash. In this final stand, absurdity and resolve forge a new dawn. Hope triumphs still. Dare to journey into cosmic absurdity? In a universe brimming with bizarre destiny, the Wormlicker and the Washcloth Keeper embark on a surreal quest. Their target is the heart of the asshole, a profane cosmic nexus where the great asshole of the universe weaves his absurd machinations. As they traverse warped, vibrant landscapes, the duo confronts cosmic challenges that defy logic, each step laden with dark humor and irreverence. Amid cosmic battle and twisted satire, their mission exposes the universe's ludicrous transformation, turning galaxies into giant piles of shit. In their reckless pursuit, the journey reveals that destiny is as absurd as it is inevitable, inviting us all to laugh at chaos and embrace the surreal nature of existence. Truly, this cosmic satire challenges our deepest perceptions, leaving a mark of absurd enlightenment. Light versus decay, choose your fate. In a realm where surreal forces reign, the Wormlicker wields the sacred brush, a mystical tool pulsing with vibrant light and whispering hope and purity. With every stroke, his power blossoms, defying the encroaching shadows. Meanwhile, the vigilant guardian of the washcloth senses a looming threat. The great asshole approaches with a corrupt, rotten aura that chills the spirit, its decay seeping into every corner of their enchanted world. As hope and corruption collide, our heroes stand united against looming darkness. In this surreal battle, purity endures, and transformation triumphs. Embrace the light, resist decay, and let hope guide you to a future reborn. Each enchanted stroke banishes creeping darkness as unified hearts boldly ignite a brilliant luminous uprising, restoring balance and heralding a rebirth of hope. Ready for absurd battle action? The great asshole bellows, "Do you dare to face me? I am the Lord of Shit, destined to swallow the entire universe into a filthy abyss." Boldly, the Wormlicker retorts, gripping his sacred brush, "Your power will end here and now." The chaos erupts as the washcloth keeper lunges with fierce tentacles, dodging waves of repulsive filth. Clashing swords bounce off grimy armor while absurd heroes unite against grotesque evil. Each reckless strike and daring maneuver fuels the epic, irreverent showdown. In a surreal, dirt-drenched fantasy, humor and heroism conquer filth and fear, proving that even in chaos, defiance sparks hope. In this unyielding clash, every absurd moment pulses with raw energy and audacity. The battle transforms grotesque despair into a riot of surreal spectacle, igniting laughter amid darkness. Chaos unleashed, can purity conquer brutal filth? In a surreal, grim landscape, the asshole wields the scepter of shit, unleashing torrents of dirty energy that shatter the world.
Storyblocks.
The Wormlicker and washcloth keeper dodge savage blows, their desperate struggle painting chaos in crude colors. Mid-battle, the asshole captures the washcloth keeper, crushing resolve and splintering fragile defenses. Desperation and chaos ripple through the clash, as every strike echoes pain and the battle teeters on the brink of annihilation, utterly relentless. Amid pain and chaos, a cry rings out, "Guardian!" The Guardian charges in, brandishing the sacred brush with steadfast intent. Pure energy bursts forth, eroding darkness and disintegrating filth. In that explosive moment, brutality meets enchanted purity, and a dark tide is turned, leaving only dust and the hope of clean redemption. Witness tyranny's absurd collapse. The great asshole roars defiantly, shouting, "It's impossible. I am the Lord of Shit. I can't lose." His voice weakens as corruption begins to erode his power. The mystical sacred brush works its magic, reducing his grotesque reign to nothing but dirty dust. Streams of decay cease, and sorrowful filth gives way to vibrant renewal. In a once forsaken wasteland, lush flowers bloom and towering trees rise. Amid this surreal transformation, the unlikely heroes, the exhausted Wormlicker and brave washcloth keeper, stand triumphant. Their victory shatters tyranny and ignites hope. In this dark, irreverent myth, even the vilest tyrants fall before nature's mysterious power. Behold a realm reborn from chaos, where every petal whispers of redemption and every ray of sunlight banishes the shadows of corruption eternally. Discover the rebirth. Heroes defy odds in surreal celebration. In a realm where quirky valor meets absurd challenges, the Wormlicker and the washcloth keeper unite. "We did it, trustee," proclaims the Wormlicker with a radiant smile. "We won," echoes his bold declaration. The keeper, with damp determination, admits, "But it wasn't easy." Their fantastical journey overcomes wild obstacles and eccentric trials, forging a timeless bond of unconventional heroism. Their names, carved in the legendary tablets of anal folklore, immortalize their struggle and surreal triumph. In this whimsical narrative, every odd challenge transforms into victory, and absurdity becomes inspiration. Let their triumph remind us to embrace life's quirks and celebrate the unexpected. Unleash your inner hero. In this fantastical celebration, our odd heroes invite every dreamer to discover courage hidden within life's peculiar tapestry. Now prevail. Heroes rise from absurd shadows. Witness the surreal return of the worm licker and the washcloth keeper. After battling the grotesque great asshole of the universe, they emerge triumphant. They return to a jubilant home where golden toilet bowl monuments gleam against a strange sky. Grand feasts celebrate their victory with petrified mammoth pies and unicorn urine drinks. Their bold journey against cosmic filth inspires awe and irreverent laughter. The worm licker battles new threats while the washcloth keeper cleanses our world with steadfast resolve. Each year, wild festivities honor their legacy in surreal, satirical rituals. In this realm, unconventional heroism reigns, proving absurdity conquers all. Celebrate this ridiculous saga, where irony meets valor and every laugh echoes eternal defiance. Let these absurd legends remind us, humor is truly our truest hero. In darkness, can purity prevail? Deep within the museum's hallowed halls, the sacred cleansing brush awaits. An ancient artifact, it radiates a transformative power that touches every soul courageous enough to reach out. With every gentle brush, a surge of purity and hope washes over the hand, unlocking a light that defies a corrupt, filthy world. Echoing through time, its legend speaks of battles fought against shadow and despair, where even in the murkiest corners, a spark of sanctity endures. Once entrusted to legendary heroes, its power continues to inspire those yearning for renewal and justice. Today, the sacred cleansing brush calls upon us all. Be brave, embrace hope, and let its luminous spirit guide you towards a future brighter than darkness. Discover your inner hero now, and step boldly into endless light. Ever witnessed chaos in a mall? The washcloth keeper and the worm licker storm Govnamal with twisted intent. They hunt bizarre bargains amid an absurd consumer landscape. In the department of live worms, 50% discount, something dark awakens. Suddenly, a vengeful toilet rises. The thrown toilet of the damned stirs ancient curses and relentless revenge. Shelves of washcloths slither into life, and mannequins rebel off the catwalk. Fierce, mutated worm dragons devour cashiers, turning the mall into a surreal battlefield. Amid chaos and dark satire, each absurd moment criticizes our modern consumer frenzy. As violence and humor collide, the narrative questions everything. What happens next? Humor cuts deep as each twist exposes the underbelly of modern consumer chaos, revealing surreal, raw truths. Dive into madness, embrace the absurd, and challenge the chaos. Bloodbath Unleashed. In a nightmarish arena, armored multi-channel mouflons thunder across burning shells and groaning earth with speakers blaring for the prick. Their cacophonous assault is met by the copperphage of eternity, who, unbound by reason, devours everything, even its own soldiers, because he simply does not give a fuck. Bloody fountains gush as heroes' remains are smeared across the pavement like crude graffiti. The frantic washcloth keeper attempts to staunch the bleeding with blood-soaked sponges, while the desperate worm licker scrambles, licking the scarred ground in vain. Then, in a shocking twist, the thrown toilet emerges from hidden depths, proving it was never truly dead. This twisted campaign mocks order, blending violence, dark humor, and surreal absurdity in every vicious clash, leaving a trail of unforgettable chaos. The fucking howl tears reality apart. From the void, the cunt of the abyss emerges, its ultrasonic howl shattering silence and ripping souls apart. Mouflons convulse, reduced to empty shells marked "Made in Shell." In the chaos, the twisted asshole slithers forward, tentacles sapping life with brutal precision. Amid this cosmic bloodbath, absurd defenders rise. A furious washcloth keeper hurls blood-soaked sponges, a sewer-worn worm licker summons doomed, kamikaze insects, and a thrown toilet rides caterpillars in a futile bid to halt the carnage. Each grotesque act drips dark humor even as reality unravels. Nightmarish visions overwhelm every desperate onlooker. In this surreal spectacle, chaos collides with absurdity, igniting a storm of despair and laughter that shatters all normalcy. The battle echoes across twisted dimensions, leaving a monstrous question: What brave soul dares intervene? Witness chaos incarnate. The monstrous Hor Requiem storms in, shattering worlds with vulgar fury. Defenders of Zalupka and the washcloth keeper employ absurd weapons that dissolve before the acid on his tongue. The worm liquor, born of sludge, cries obscene triumph as steel capsules explode like mobile coffins. Amid screams that burst eardrums, a shocking twist emerges. Rising from carnage, the colossal mother of washcloths awakens, declaring 300 years of vengeance. Chaos rages with every brutal blow and defiant shout. In this surreal battlefield, vulgarity triumphs over logic. Experience unyielding fury where every moment defies expectation.
Storyblocks Audio.
Embrace the madness. Witness the absurd revolution. Daring defenders, fueled by grim irony, clash with unbridled rage. Their absurd, explosive valor paints a surreal portrait of battle, where every moment shatters expectations.
Storyblocks Audio.
Embrace unyielding chaos, forever now. Fate's absurd grip strikes again. The rebuilt but promised normal healing, but fate remains a cruel, relentless trickster. On August 23rd, the guardian of the washcloths, desperate for change, dared to cross the road to reach the enigmatic worm liquor, lounging in surreal disarray. Suddenly, a drunk plumber behind a decrepit Lada emerged, slamming reality into chaos. In an instant, the guardian was smeared on the asphalt like yesterday's sponge, and the worm liquor was left friendless amid the wreck. Overwhelmed, the plumber roared, "I haven't fucking seen you. Are you wearing black?" Fate's dark humor stings, reminding us even in recovery absurdity awaits. In this symphony of fate and folly, every mishap paints a portrait of life's unpredictable humor.
Storyblocks
Let
Audio.
absurdity guide and ignite your rebel spirit. Divine vengeance strikes with absurd fury. A dashing god, irritated by the ruin of his beloved TV show, unleashes surreal retribution. The guardian of the washcloths rises from the grave, covered in sacred mold, embodying unexpected divinity. Meanwhile, a drunken plumber transforms into a grotesque piece of dried waste, his fate sealing him as a cautionary spectacle. The shocked worm liquor confronts his father. "Dad, did you really do that?" The wicked god bluntly confesses his wrath, declaring that only outrageous disobedience warrants divine intervention. In this modern myth, chaos orchestrates its own punchline, leaving us to wonder what absurd twist awaits next. As celestial satire unfolds, divine irony and raw humor collide, reminding us that even the gods indulge in eccentric, cheeky revenge. Embrace the absurd. Are we going to fuck again? Welcome aboard Ronaldo's Cock-Up, a madcap flight on a Cornhusker last flown in 1987, held together with prayers, tape, and washcloth remnants.
Storyblocks Audio.
Our alcoholic pilot, once a humble tractor driver, steers this unconventional adventure, while our moonshine-pouring, fortune-telling stewardess keeps fate unpredictable. Mirth explodes as bizarre mishaps spark uncontrolled, infectious laughter. Chaos and humor collide, igniting hearts with wild excitement. Quirky passengers include a dedicated washcloth keeper, a wily worm licker, misdirected Sochi dreamers, and a mysterious, foul-smelling stuffed badger. 10 minutes into takeoff, the door detaches, yet panic never takes hold. Dear fuckers, fasten your seatbelts, we're flying over the valley. Savor every outrageous moment as life magically transforms into joyful, wild mayhem. Embrace chaos, celebrate absurdity, and let laughter guide this irreverent journey. Fucking insane flight madness. As the engines roar, the lick digs his claws into his seat, screaming in panic about his unfinished worm-licking ritual. Amid the chaos, the guardian of the washcloth slaps him on the back, offering crude reassurance. Relax, son. Whether we crash or not, it's bullshit. Your drunken dad will resurrect you or you'll be licking worms in Ronaldo's boner. Moments later, a fortune-teller stewardess, already reeking of moonshine, silences his frenzy with a soaked cloth and a harsh quip. Here, have a bite, moron, or you'll fuck everyone up with your screeching. The plane shakes violently, turning the lick blue and bubble blowing in surreal panic. Chaos and absurdity collide in this bizarre, honest satire. Experience this raw, unapologetic journey into pure madness, where panic meets profound absurdity. Chaos reigns at 35,000 feet. Turbulence hits and suddenly the worm licker loses all control, a bizarre transformation unfolding mid-flight. His pallor shifts to sickly green before he relaxes as the cabin warps into a chaotic swamp. The guardian of the washcloths readies himself, eyes aflame with silent fury, determined to restore order amidst absurdity. Meanwhile, a sarcastic stewardess, renowned for her moonshine rather than water, confronts the mess with brutal honesty, declaring, "What a stink. Could you have even warned me, motherfucker?" Outside, the homeless burst into uncontrollable laughter, and even the pilot senses the odor. In this surreal dance of calamity, we embrace life's unpredictable chaos, finding humor in the madness. When the unexpected reigns, every absurd twist reminds us that laughter is the ultimate survival tool in life's wild ride. Buckle up. Can wild chaos cure urban housing? At the airport, two misfits, the worm licker and the guardian of the washcloths, are stunned. "Dad. And where are we going to spend the night?" The licker wonders. The guardian shrugs, "The fuck knows. Something's booked, or not." They rush to Ronaldo Realty, where a dead-faced realtor offers a decrepit apartment for $5,000 per day, no doors, water, or floor, yet 15 homeless souls already reside within. Chuckling darkly, the worm licker quips, "Worms make friends easily," as his companion smacks him with a washcloth. Still desperate, they opt for a rundown taxi, with an alcoholic driver warning, "Just don't shit in the salon." In absurd chaos, even despair feels uncomfortably hilarious. In this twisted nightmare, laughter masks grim reality. Let absurdity be our guide. Can chaos turn wretchedness into gold? Two homeless souls with dementia brace for an ordinary night amid worms and a stray goat. Suddenly, the heavens split open, revealing a towering, 3-story mansion complete with golden toilets and a sign proclaiming, "Welcome, son." In the surreal glow, opulence clashed with despair. From the cosmic absurdity emerges the dashing one, a defiant, drunken deity who laughs at calamity. "Ha! I won them on a bet from Satan," he bellows, cradling a bottle of moonshine, his words echoing both triumph and mischief. Exquisite rooms, from worm-licking chambers to sacred washcloth vaults, invite a twisted celebration of fate. Divine madness transforms despair into a lavish, unforgettable satire. In this bizarre tapestry of divine irony and earthly misfortune, the absurd becomes revelation, challenging society's deepest conventions for real. Ever witnessed outrageous decadent madness? Welcome to Ronaldo Grad, a surreal, satirical haven built in honor of Ronaldo's boner. Dashing transcended a mansion to create an entire city for drunks, worms, and degenerate devotees. Streets gleam with moonshine bottles, and boner lanterns burn eternally, illuminating absurd luxury. Homeless drunks chant an ode to a washcloth as chaos meets crude humor. Inside the mansion, diamond beds pacify a whining worm licker, while climate-controlled washcloth rooms and a raucous worm paradise defy all expectations. Every element mocks traditional luxury with unbridled satire, drawing you into a realm where crude humor and extravagant absurdity collide. Stroll these bizarre streets and witness surreal decadence that boldly defies every norm and shatters expectations at every turn. Dive even deeper into this outrageously absurd world of unrestrained decadence. Embrace the chaos. Ever heard of Ronaldo's boner of eternity? In a wild, outrageous town, legend whispers the tale of a drunken prophet named Ronaldo. One fateful night, he stripped naked and shouted, "Look, you bastards, this is the truth. This is the boner of eternity." The absurd spectacle sent the local drunks crashing to their knees, praying in bewilderment, as chaos erupted. Soon after, a fearless local declared, "From now on, this place is Ronaldo's boner." And indeed, every man in town experienced a mystifying 3-day boner, while the few women fled in shock. This bizarre event transformed a peculiar moment into enduring myth, proving that even absurdity can birth legendary folklore. This wild episode proves absurdity and truth often merge. Laugh, reflect, and let legends spark curiosity. Embrace the absurdity, and celebrate myth. Ever seen a boner mix-up? In the vibrant Mercado do Stajaku, miscommunication reaches hilarious heights. The lick grabs a product off the Pau Grande shelf, thinking it's a new kind of worm. Instead, he ends up clutching canned cocks, leaving the trustee to exclaim, "Fuck us? We have plenty of our own washcloths." As they scramble further, the lick shouts, "Where do your worms live?" only to have a bemused Portuguese salesman point toward a jar of olives. The misunderstanding escalates into chaos when the trustee bellows, "Fuck, we came for the toilet." Their misadventures peak with a shock purchase, the absurd Boner do Ronaldo shower gel, sealing their fate in an unforgettable, riotous market escapade. This wild ride of linguistic confusion transforms a market visit into a comedy of errors. Market madness, chaos reigns. In a lively marketplace, a surreal argument erupts over a mislabeled product. A worm licker clutches a can of canned cocks while the frantic washcloth keeper fumbles with a tube of penis cream. Suddenly, a rugged translator fluent in Russian and Portuguese steps in with raw vulgarity. Els querem gel de banho, neo pora de cream pra pau, he declares, clarifying the ridiculous mix-up. Tension mounts and crude banter intensifies as customers, baffled and amused, watch the absurd spectacle. The seller smugly reveals the real, Stando Ronaldo, shower gel while a can of worms adds to the delirium. In a rapid twist, confusion spirals into a brilliantly chaotic satire. Every insult and sarcastic quip fuels the pandemonium, invisibly bridging culture and sheer chaos. Embrace absurdity and let laughter triumph. Experience chaos incarnate. Three outrageous misfits, a worm licker, a washcloth guardian, and a homeless translator, embark on a wild 500,479 kilometers journey in one unbelievable day. They start as complete idiots. The licker slaps a card with his tongue, the guardian cleans the road with a worn washcloth, and the translator bellows, "Vai tomar nocu, Carolho," as his words fall on deaf ears. At 400 kilometers, mayhem explodes. The licker begins chewing his own boots, the guardian succumbs to fatigue and loses control, and a speeding taxi shuns the translator's desperate call. Reaching their destination, they shockingly forget the return trip, leaving chaos and absurdity in their wake. Each absurd misstep fuels a chaotic charm, proving that even in failure, crude humor and boundless irreverence transform misfortune into an unforgettable adventure indeed. Brace for the dashing's wild entrance. In a sprawling, absurd 500-kilometer parking lot, calamity and chaos collide with divine humor. Morons meet their bizarre fate while surreal visions unfold. A daredevil, peering into a broken TV acting as a magic mirror, sees a guardian wallowing in his own filth while worms gnaw asphalt. Shock and disbelief fuel his whispered curse, "Well, my relatives are fucked up." Meanwhile, our eternally drunken godfather, the dashing, revels in divine chaos. He downs a bottle of Cachaca Divina and hurls an empty bottle as a teleportation signal. His blunt command echoes through the madness, igniting absurdity and dark mirth. In this realm of outrageous satire, divine absurdity transforms chaos into art. Prepare to be astonished by the surreal blend of profanity and divine mischief. Absolutely surreal. Teleportation madness erupts. In an instant, three bewildered souls materialize, confronted by a haunting drawer brimming with stalagnia and a provocative note from the dashing one. The note shocks them, a crude declaration insulting worm liquor as adopted, a case of vodka offered as consolation, and a bizarre claim that the real son is the guardian of the washcloths. As absurdity swells, the worm liquor casually sips and mutters, "At least the vodka is real." Meanwhile, the guardian stands messianically, convinced of his destiny, and the homeless translator sighs over a dysfunctional family. In a final twist, the liquor spirals into drunken chaos, licking a wall while warning of spying ears, an irreverent, grotesque family affair. This surreal spectacle questions every norm, offering dark comedy that shatters family ideals. Experience this absurd revolution right now. Blade kisses hearts, will chaos spark love? The worm licker, a twisted figure with dark intent, drops to one knee, knife gleaming beneath surreal streetlights. With a razor-sharp whisper, he offers forbidden union to the guardian of washcloths. Love is pain, and marriage is a knife at the throat. Shock floods the air as the guardian recoils, exclaiming his divine disgrace, "I am the son of God. I can't marry someone who just licked worms."
Storybox Audio.
A translator's horrified gasp cuts through the mayhem. Is this worse than a soap opera? In this bizarre collision of romance and crime, absurdity and violence merge, leaving us to question the blurry line between passion and peril. Madness meets satire in a proposal that defies expectation, love in its most dangerous form. Embrace the absurd, witness tragic, twisted love. Family chaos unhinged, welcome to the pretzel of absurdity. This is no longer a simple family drama, it's a boiling pretzel of incest, insults, and outrageous deductions.
Storybox.
The dashing god reaches his limit, condemning his kin with raw, vicious language. "I don't need a faggot in my family." His voice shatters the silence as a bottle crashes against cold, indifferent walls. Instantly, the worm licker snaps back, shocked. "How so? I gave you a vibrator for your birthday." Emotions spiral further. The guardian of washcloths bursts into tears, confessing desperate love for a bizarre freak, while the translator stumbles, exclaiming, "Fuck, is expulsion worse than a reality show?" In this chaotic playground, every insult fuels unpredictable emotions, rewriting the rules of kinship with abandon. Chaos reigns, a distorted family puzzle leaving us forever provoked. What chaos awakens? The washcloth keeper, adrift from reality, transforms into a dandelion, whispering, "I'm light as fluff. I'm flying away."
Storybox
In a surreal
Audio.
twist, the furious worm licker shouts, "You are not a dandelion, you are a traitor." Meanwhile, the translator finds unexpected peace, exclaiming, "Obrigado, Deus, abateria acabo," as he embraces liberated absurdity amid unnerving mockery. The dashing one offers spare batteries,
Audio.
hinting, "In case you change your mind." In this chaotic carnival of transformation, identity fractures and reforms like shattered reflections. A bizarre journey of freedom, defiance, and dark humor unfolds, challenging us to celebrate change, however unconventional.
Audio.
In this surreal theater of the absurd, transformation becomes a liberating rebellion against our mundane confines, and each bizarre character invites us to question identity itself. Truly profound. Hostage of absurdity? In a surreal world where norms collapse, the guardian of washcloths awakens to horror. He is no delicate dandelion but a captive drowning in coercion.
Storybox Audio.
The worm licker roars, his trembling hand clutching a knife, shouting, "You're a liar. You love me. I'll make you do it." The washcloth keeper, in despair, hurls a feeble cloth while lamenting, "I can't take it anymore. You're a nightmare."
Audio.
Amid chaotic violence, the translator's panic cuts deep, exclaiming, "Shit, now it's police material." A wicked presence looms over twisted love and deranged power dynamics, a psychotragic ballet of torment. In this disoriented tableau, absurdity melds with dark humor, leaving us questioning the fate of fractured souls. Their violent dance, steeped in irony and despair, forces us to confront the chaos ruling our reality. Ever seen a divine meltdown? Dashing God faces a surreal nightmare. A bitter blend of chaos and comedy electrifies every second of this divine catastrophe. His bizarre family, a knife-wielding worm licker, a guardian transformed into a fragile dandelion, and a translator locked away, push him to the edge. Overwhelmed by dysfunction and absurd expectations, he clutches a bottle, seeking escape from his existential despair. In a desperate bid for relief, he calls upon the devil to trade his soul for forgetting the chaos, only to hear, "Sorry, even I don't need this. It's too much even for hell." Defeated, he collapses, wrapped in a tattered washcloth, and shouts, "I want to go back to atheism. Where is my exit?" In this dark, satirical descent, divine fallibility meets raw, human frailty. Truly unforgettable. What the hell happened last night? I wake with a raging headache and no memory of the last 48 hours. I scramble through a chaotic haze, a knife clenched in my hand, an oddly serene naked translator curled up with bizarre marks, and spilled tomato juice mistaken for blood scattered among shattered glass. Each clue explodes into absurd revelations. I piece together fragments, a wild binge, reckless laughter, disjointed flashes of guilt.
Storyblocks Audio.
Suddenly, a haunting thought emerges, echoing in my mind. Will you marry me, washcloth keeper? My world tilts further and I gasp, questioning. Remarkably, now, in this absurd aftermath, confusion meets self-reckoning. The surreal truth. Did I really propose with a knife at my throat? Each bizarre artifact binds my fractured night to life's unimaginable extreme. Ever witness surreal madness? In a chaotic mansion where absurdity reigns, the washcloth trustee has returned. Scattered washcloths, mysterious liquid stains, and a blazing clash of characters set the stage, where a sober worm licker questions, I was a monster? And a blunt translator fires back, yes. You were a complete piece of shit. Amid hallucinatory escapes and forest misadventures, the guardian of the washcloth struggles to revive order in this casino-like maze of disorder. Even cosmic voices echo from the closet, exclaiming divine experimental failings. In this circus of surreal escapes, dark humor meets raw honesty, reminding us that sometimes, chaos is the only true order. Dare to embrace the bizarre? Within twisting corridors, every absurd detail echoes our inner struggles. Embrace bold cosmic irony as surreal disorder sparks unexpected truth. Witness transformation unfold. Avow echoes, change or doomed relapse. The worm licker boldly declares that he will never drink again. His outrageous promise electrifies the mansion, as every eccentric soul braces for upheaval. The meticulous washcloth keeper, wary and silent, hides all sharp objects. Nearby, a blunt translator cuts through the tension, saying, Você já jurou isso na última vez, seu basta. Then, an enraged wicked god roars, cheating. It's a lie. He'll get drunk again and stab us in our sleep. The mansion's eccentric inhabitants each play their surreal role in this eternal drama. Yet beneath the absurdity lies a bitter truth. Promises fade and cycles resume. Change is promised, but destiny often returns to the same chaos. In this surreal ballet, fate laughs at every vow. Will the weary cycle break, or persist? Ever experienced a shopping translation disaster? A week after that infamous mess, the store reopens like nothing happened. But chaos is always ready to strike. The inebriated translator, juggling Portuguese and Russian, bungles the order yet again. Instead of simple worms and washcloths, bizarre items like podzalotny cottage cheese and the Negro's whisper fill the shelves. As absurdity mounts, the scene escalates with unexpected hilarity. Our seller, the archetypal worn-out veteran, cuts through the madness with a deadpan remark. We only have cottage cheese and chocolate bars, whisper. Take it or go fuck yourself. In this tale of miscommunication and cultural missteps, even routine shopping turns wildly unpredictable. Humor, chaos, and irony collide in one unforgettable moment. Translation errors disrupt everyday routine, yet they ignite laughter and forge unexpected moments of shared humanity. Ever wonder what's truly grotesque? In a banquet of degenerates, twisted fate defies all expectations. They craved simple worms and humble washcloths, yet received repulsive, sticky cottage cheese scraped from an abandoned dairy floor. A nearly silent, eerie whisper, like the mutterings of a drunken ghost, sneaked through the chaos. The scene spiraled into absurd violence. The worm licker, desperate for satisfaction, attempted to devour a half-baked curd before receiving a brutal, crude retribution. Meanwhile, the translator abandoned his task, retreating into obscene silence. In a final shock, the wicked god pronounced, the voice of Satan himself, as he sought a bottle to wash away the horror. Unsettled and enraged, the degenerates confront a chilling challenge. What should I do? Haunted by raw repulsion yet defiant in their madness, they urgently demand an answer now. Crisis at the mansion, 8 days, no shit. In a lavish mansion, chaos reigns as a bizarre bodily crisis grips its inhabitants. For 8 grueling days, no one finds relief, igniting surreal reactions. The worm licker's intestines begin birthing neutron stars while the washcloth keeper's ass seals like an ancient tomb. The translator's vibrator is the only sound amid the silence. Mummified cottage cheese, hypnotic whispers, and wild, relentless lust have sabotaged their inner workings. The mansion becomes a stage of shock, absurdity, and dark hilarity. Just when you think the crisis cannot worsen, a quirky seller declares, "We only have bidets and chamber pots with Putin's portrait." In this twisted satire, bodily misery meets outrageous humor. Embrace the madness. Now, dive into this absurd spectacle and laugh at our timeless human follies. Divine toilet miracle, who would believe it? After 8 days of hell in their own intestines, our translator, still with a rogue vibrator, finally sobered up. With a miraculous stroke of brilliance, he transformed crude mishaps into history by delivering the perfect translation. Instead of vulgar phrases, he unveiled the divine toilet, a surreal symbol of redemption and absurdity. The worm licker collapsed in tears as his guts belted operatic arias. The guardian of the washcloths crossed himself, murmuring, "This is a sign from above." The dashing god embraced the sacred bowl, only to be rebuffed. Now they face an impossible choice: acquire this miraculous relic or forsake the sustenance of life. An absurd twist that challenges us to choose between divine wonder and raw survival. Thus, absurd fate intertwines miracles with bitter reality. Ever forgotten the toilet? After 10 long years drowning in booze, our once dashing, self-proclaimed god awakens to a bitter truth: he's merely human, his divine glory completely fumbled. Sobriety hits hard, 3 record-breaking minutes of clarity reveal his absurd misjudgments. He blames the clueless masses, those who haven't shat in 8 days, and attempts sorcery to redeem himself. With a shake of his hands, counterfeits fly, bills sporting his face, coins fashioned from indebted teeth, and a painted bucket masquerading as a golden throne. Amid shocked onlookers, a hasty worm licker and a horrified washcloth keeper crying, "Do you want us to shit in a bucket?" His grand delusions crumble into human folly. In this absurd moment, vanity meets harsh reality, mocking fallen deities and revealing our own flaws. Divine absurdity meets mundane bucket. Behold a miraculous creation, a crystal toilet bowl conjured from a golden bucket. A dashing figure flips a divine switch, unleashing an opulent sewage spectacle that defies expectation. Meanwhile, ordinary souls clutch a meager bucket bought with their last coin, embodying everyday practicality. The absurd clash intensifies as a daring worm licker challenges divine authority with his bucket. A washcloth supervisor bellows, "Wait, are you seriously going to shit in a bucket?" A translator retorts with quirky charm, citing a bizarre Russian tradition. Witness a surreal collision as divine splendor confronts everyday desperation, sparking laughter and irony. This riotous festival of contradictions transforms luxury into levity while challenging our modern values. Laugh joyfully as the sacred and the simple collide, leaving us with unforgettable absurdity and a brilliant smile. Divine flush, absurdity unleashed. In a surreal realm where degradation meets divine spectacle, the heroic worm licker returns from his notorious bucket exploits. He finds a sparkling, crystal-rimmed toilet bowl waiting for him, a symbol of unexpected redemption. Around him, grotesque degenerates and eccentric figures stand in awe. A dashing, tearful god, drenched in vodka, and a conflicted washcloth keeper shift loyalties in a blink. With remnants of disgrace still clinging to him, the worm licker falls to his knees and bellows, "Where have you been before?" As the translator coldly remarks, progress whispers through the madness. The looming chaos promises a hilarious battle as everyone races for the once sacred toilet. Embrace the absurd, let the satire reign. Prepare for a journey where every flush writes a new chapter of farce and fate indeed. Ever seen chaos over a toilet? For 8 agonizing days, people suffered and ingested toxins before chaos erupted. A drained worm licker rushed in, his gut empty from excess licking. The hypocritical washcloth trustee, who hadn't defecated since 2014, judged all with false moral authority. The inept translator bellowed, "Phila, pora," in vain, while a self-important wicked god fumbled his divine duties, failing to even conjure a bucket. As their absurd antics spiraled into a frantic, grotesque battle, societal decay and power struggles reached a fever pitch. In an ironic twist, the toilet declared neutrality, refusing all waste and exposing the futility of their struggle. Sometimes amid absurd conflicts, victory is nothing but an empty joke. This spectacle forces us to question absurd power, our futile battles, and the hidden meaning in chaos. Divine judgment, a toilet takes aim. In a blasted world, a majestic toilet rules. It sizes up to generate souls, seeking the lesser evil among the absurd.
Storyblocks Audio.
First, the dashing one, trembling with misplaced pride, sat down and felt divine glory. Yet his guts betrayed him with a trombone-like cry, shattering his fleeting victory. Next, the guardian of washcloths attempted redemption but failed miserably by his own austerity. The toilet, fed up with constant filth and corruption, unleashed a searing tirade. You fuckers can't sit on your ass properly. In a final, cosmic act, the divine porcelain judge disassembled itself and soared into space, leaving behind a bitter moral. If the toilet rejects you, you've hit rock bottom. Embrace this absurd truth. Our society crumbles under its own grotesque failures. Prepare for inevitable decay. Ever witnessed a golden throne of chaos? After the old toilet fled to space, a silent golden twin emerged. He doesn't talk, he simply endures our chaotic hierarchy with stoic grace. In this surreal era, the wicked god reigns first with misplaced cries, while the guardian of washcloths rescued from trash claims second, his bizarre lineage unchallenged. Meanwhile, outcasts like the worm liquor curse gold dreams, and the translator's wild shouts fade into incomprehension. Despite their antics, the golden toilet suffers in silence, bearing the absurd burdens of power. In this chaotic satire, traditional roles crumble into ridiculous reverence, leaving us laughing at societal absurdities. Embrace the chaos. Revel in the satire. Witness the reign of absurdity and let your laughter challenge the order. Satire boldly reclaims power, one flush at a time. Golden toilet, madness unleashed. Enter a realm where absurdity reigns and toilet privileges determine worth. The golden toilet silently observes as bizarre souls scramble for their place in a grotesque hierarchy. First stands the Lihoblemuti god, only whining, offering false help while reveling in others' suffering. Next, the caretaker of the washcloths, a trash-born son, seizes second place with a dubious claim. Third, the translator earns respect by avoiding literal filth, the sole beacon of sanity among degenerates. Then, the worm lizard suffers his fate, banished to a bucket for daring to approach the sacred porcelain.
Storyblocks Audio.
As tensions peak, a chilling twist emerges. The god himself will soon lose all toilet power. In this dark satire, power and absurdity collide with shocking irony. Witness this mockery of hierarchy, an outrageous reflection of our world's warped values. Absolutely unhinged. Epic constipation strikes, absurd chaos unleashed. For 3 relentless days, Lycoiablemuti suffered a brutal bodily siege. His strained struggle built tension like a ticking time bomb. A caretaker, with reckless care, offered the infamous Trimetad. Immediately, his intestines roared like an awakened volcano. The violent surge shook toilets, cracked a golden mansion roof, and buried a hapless worm licker beneath rubble. A shocked translator bellowed, "Carolho," uniting chaos with unexpected clarity. Amid the lingering chaos, every shattered piece and trembling tile narrated the absurd saga, transforming disbelief into a surreal spectacle of desperate heroism and ridiculous comic relief, truly beyond imagination. At last, the explosive release metamorphosed agony into cathartic, uproarious laughter. Yet, even in relief, Lycoiablemuti trembles, fearing his now fearsome, self-made power. A wild, absurd tale reminding us, laughter conquers all. Ever seen death get a glitch reboot? Inside a malfunctioning smart house, chaos reigns as ordinary technology defies fate. The house, a twisted marvel, suddenly revives the notorious worm licker who perished under its crumbling roof. With dark, vulgar humor and surreal style, he licks the wall to test the taste of resurrection, a bizarre, unsettling act. A panicked, godlike figure shouts, "Will you resurrect me too if I die of constipation?" while the house silently mocks fate. Immortality becomes a crude cheat mode in this twisted game of life and death. As shock and laughter collide, the immortal worm liquor struts into chaos, challenging every notion of mortality and technology, leaving us to question if even death can be hacked. In this surreal circus, absurdity triumphs and the line between life and death blurs. Internet debilism revealed, absurd heroes. Our misguided band of misfits stumble upon the digital realm, sparking a riot of online misadventures. Lycoeblamity God boldly searches for standing Ronaldo, only to be ridiculed as a degenerate. The guardian of the washcloth seeks identity on Wikipedia but finds his existence erased with harsh insults.
Storyblocks Audio.
Meanwhile, the worm liquor fumbles through a quest for wall-licking tips and faces a ban from repairman forums. The translator's plea for clarity is met with a biting, "Shut your mouth, moron," from Google. In a twist, our heroes discover that the promised city of glory is nothing more than Ronaldo's deserted ghost town, teeming with scum. In this chaotic digital satire, absurdity reigns supreme, leaving us to question the true nature of online fame. Embrace absurdity, laugh, learn, live. Ever seen decay that laughs back? In the cursed realm of Ronaldo's stiff, chaos meets comedy. This bizarre neighborhood defies ruin, obliterated into atomic dust one moment and reborn the next with uncanny determination. Locals whisper a grim truth: you won't leave. You won't die. You'll just suffer forever. Exploding walls and vanishing structures spark surreal regeneration, fueling an urban legend steeped in crude humor. Every catastrophe transforms into a twisted act of renewal as decay becomes art and destruction a playful joke. Ancient forum tales and outrageous claims lend eerie weight to its myth. Witness a place where calamity births incessant rebirth, mocking nature itself. Embrace the chaos, laugh at disaster, and step into the absurd myth of eternal decay. Experience a surreal journey that boldly challenges logic and delights the soul.